Look at the current state of the world. In fact, we are all swimming in debt. America has broken its own history's record with exactly $38 trillion. Even the famous economic giants like the European Union, Japan, and even Germany and China are actually being crushed under massive debts. If you look at Saudi Arabia, despite all that oil, it is also in debt. So, have you ever asked yourselves, we are all in debt. All right, but to whom are we in debt? To whom will we pay? Come closer, let's examine this money power history subject a little. Be sure it is more complicated and boring than it looks. Do you think debt is just a number? This is the mechanism of our world. From fights to crises, from big gains to losses. In other words, everything actually grows from within this invisible debt quagmire. If you watch this creditor sequence well, an interesting picture will emerge before you. The world will not make payments to anyone because the person it is in debt to is itself. Stay calm. I am not saying that everyone will earn equally and eat equally. This subject first appeared before us in England in 1694. The king, who remained moneyless due to the war, went to those doing trade and said, "Give me money. I will give it when I take it from the people in the future." That is how the first stone of the government bonds we use today and the new finance structure was laid like this. Years ago, empires used to go on expeditions for gold and silver. Today, they distribute bonds to earn interest. Battlefields are gone, balance sheets have come. Now, the place we have reached is all countries are in debt. All banks are giving money. We, our pension funds, our taxes, all people have both a debt and a receivable. A significant portion of the USA's 38 trillion debt is again in the laps of the Americans. As you can understand, this structure repeats itself. Japan gives money to the USA, the USA to Europe, Europe to small countries. In short, every country is hanging out with the other's IOU. Simply imagine a Texas game. No one wants to get up. Everyone is increasing their hand with someone's spare change. The magician of the event is the central banks. They do not shape debt. They exactly bring debt into existence. New money is created in every bond purchase. Let's summarize it like this. Put your hand in your pocket and examine your paper money carefully. You will see the debt note signature there. In that case, do you think these countries are thinking of paying their debts? Of course not. In the new economy, debt is not paid, it is transformed. States will turn this debt until the end of the world and the system will work like a clock. Imagine, if the USA paid off the existing debts, the world economy would disappear. Why? Because those debt notes that give confidence keep a very big financial structure standing. In short, as long as the debt is not paid, the system will remain standing, my friend. The funniest part of the event, the system we mentioned is an interclass transfer network that takes the money of taxpayers and workers and flows it to the investors and organizations at the head of the ring. When it was said debt, it used to come like a burden on our backs. Now, they are forcing it down our throats as stability. By the way, while I'm at it, let me say that when that stability disappears one day, that is, when the trust of the structure disappears, we will watch the end of the episode. In other words, this structure will exist as much as we accept it. The part they do not want you to know. Their intentions are to never close the debt back, to make all of us believe that this debt will be closed. Did it seem strange? All humanity is like it is inside a theater. Looking at the past can provide us with having an idea about the establishment of this structure. Turn your head to the right side. If it drew your interest, throw a comment and let's talk. What do you say, to leave Texas or to continue flipping chips?